It is a very springy day today. We're actually in the 60s. I hope you're all doing well. The wind's not gusting right now, so it is blowing. My windmill's just going brrr. Tell you, I'm gonna have to use a cough drop. Not because I'm coughing, but because of the dry mouth situation. So I'll try to talk around it understandably. Holy cow. Said that already, didn't I? Well, if you're new, I'm Glenda with Shaking Hands Art with Fralins and Friends. Today is the art of chatting on the swing. Oh, we love this porch swing, don't we, guys? Oh, the wind changed directions. The whole thing just flipped around. I got a little windmill out here. Let me show you. See that? It just whipped around here a little bit ago. There, watch it. There's a gust. If it catches that tail, it'll whip it. Okay. Outside. Oh. Was it last summer? I think it was. That Joe and I sat out back a few times and we found them rabbits to video. They were so cooperative. Just two wild rabbits, and one of them just sat there real cooperative like. I think I already showed you that they tore that house down over there. I was looking on Google Earth. You can pick out places that you want to see and stuff. And I hadn't looked to see how old the image was on our house. But I took a look. Because all of these streets are visible with Google Earth, and but it's old enough that both of those, that house that was over on the corner, it was still there. Our van was here. It was in the driveway, but that one house has been gone for years, so. It's been a while since but we're not like in New York or any place, so kind of makes you feel good that it's not like looking at you every minute, like they pretend on some sci-fi shows that they can see what you're doing every minute if you're outside your house. It's like, no. A reporter on TV. I had just been looking through the history of the World Wars. Well, basically World War I, because one of my characters was born in 1885, and I'm thinking about writing a third book on him, and it would go right through the World War I years, or at least the beginning of it. And the balloons, those spy balloons they were talking about, from China and stuff, that they shot down, he was saying that was a bunch of, he was debunking it. I think it was on YouTube. He was debunking it. I had just read my history. It turns out that not only were they using spy balloons during Zeppelins during World War I, but they were also using balloons during the Civil War here. Just hot air balloons, and they'd be out of range of the cannons and muskets, I suppose, but they could be high enough where they could but still see where the enemy was. They wouldn't be able to. They didn't really have the kind of bombs that you drop back then. Sorry, I am really going on this thing. But I just thought that was so I kind of let him know. Whoa, he got close. I don't know if he's trying to, but a couple of kids over here. They must be, I don't know, probably, they're grade schoolers. And the one, he keeps tossing his ball up on the roof of the garage. I think he's trying to get it over the other side. He's been close. He's been awful close to that top. Of course, if you ever seen anybody who wears glasses in the summer a lot and they work outside, you ever notice that line? They get around their face. Oh, my dad, he'd be wearing, something like that out in the field. Or they wear goggles when they're sawing stuff, that kind of thing. And the chips are flying and the dirt's flying. And so they come in and take them off to get cleaned up, and they just, everything but that one spot is just, it looks so funny. Then they wash their face and they look cute again. If I were out here at nighttime, which I don't usually. I do have a night camera, but it freaked people out when I used it. Sorry, I get quiet sometimes. Listening to the wind. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I used to love, well, I like listening to the wind if it's not destructive. Nights, I like to listen to crickets. The thing I don't like about living in town are people with loud mufflers. The kind that they make loud. They're just under the noise pollution from this town. Now we're losing our police. They've been having trouble keeping them because they all have to go to extra training now. And then they get offered more wages somewhere else because we paid for the training. At least that's kind of the implication that I got. And that kind of bothers me. We're going to have to start watching out for ourselves, I guess. Not vigilante type, but it's just bothersome. Little town over just north of us that we're pretty much attached to. They've been without any police force for years. The sheriff comes down, or a deputy. But they've had their problems. people aren't quite so, don't seem to be so hidden about their stuff over there. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I keep getting quiet, watching and listening. Yes, I can be quiet at times. I don't know if you hear that or not. I think you could hear it if I can hear it. That wind. There's a nice gust. The wind's kind of starting doing this. Some of them should start greening out at least a little bit. Some of the leaves buds should start kind of turning and opening up a little. This tree that we've got here, it's kind of one of the last ones to open up. It's a stubborn one. Let's see what our frogs have to say today. And in which order. Peace, hope, and enjoy. They always say the same thing, so, but it's still fun. Well, I guess, I don't know if I'm gonna have to cut this out or not. I don't think you can tell what it is. Usually I'm talking enough that I talk over it. But, so, I love all of you. Excuse me. And be sure to give somebody, if you're out and about and see somebody, give them a smile and a wave. There's yours. Have a nice night. I'll see you Friday.